Yeah.
Okay, and I think we're live.
Yes,
So,
we
hi
are.
everyone. Welcome to our Underdog briefing and finalist announcement. So, before we start, we just want to congratulate everyone for completing your preliminary pitch. Understand that it's been an arduous journey from the start of Beyond Health Hack, just close to 6 weeks ago, when we opened up with the welcome tea, all the discussion panels that we've hosted for you guys, all of the workshops, and of course on your own end, all of the time that you spend designing your slides as well as conducting your patients' needs interviews. So of course, just wanted to thank you all on behalf of the committee for all of the hard work that you've put in. And hopefully, as we progress onwards with this slide deck and review all of the finalists, your hard work will be rewarded as well. Yeah, I think conscious of time, we can probably start off the session. So just a brief agenda for this presentation. Firstly, we'll be going through some of the miscellaneous stuff pertaining to next week's finals presentation, followed by the announcement of the results. And thirdly and fourthly, I'll be handing over to Suchi to run through the underdog bracket as well as the brief for our finalists. All right, fantastic. So let me start off with the first item, which is the audience voting mechanism. So as some of you might be aware, if you run through the program booklet fully and look at all of the prizes, this year we are offering prizes to the audience's choice. And these are 3 teams that will be selected during the finalist pitch, and they will actually walk away with the prizes offered under that award. The voting will be done through the Telegram channel, the BHH Telegram channel. So please do join now if you haven't already done so. And actually, for all of our voters, the moment that you enter the vote, you actually stand a chance to win a $50 CapitaLand voucher. And this will be offered to 4 of our lucky voters. So this is just an incentive for you to join in on the voting and, do vote for the teams that you believe have the best ideation pitch. Okay, and with that, I think we shall delay no longer and announce the results for preliminary pitch. Can I get a round of a drum roll before I open up with this session? Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so I guess no point delaying any further. Presenting our 9 finalists for next week's BHH final presentation. And congratulations to all of the teams listed within this slide. I think you guys know each other. I don't see the point in me reading it out as well. just want to say congratulations on behalf of the committee for the hard work that you've put in, as well as the time that you spent preparing for your pitch. And I hope that you see the fruits of your results as well. For the teams that are not listed in this slide, please do not fret. There is still an opportunity for you to join us in finals by qualifying through the underdog bracket. And having said that, I think I'll hand over the time to Suti to run through this. Yeah, so Suti, please.
Yeah, thank you, Benson. Congratulations to the team who made it through prelim to finals. But for the rest of the teams, like Benson said, please don't be discouraged, as you guys also did an equally good job today. So may I have the next slide, please? So for underdog bracket, I believe that we have mentioned this multiple times previously. It will happen next Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So the prep work actually starts the day before, as we will be releasing the booth to you guys at 6 p.m. on the previous days, which is the Tuesday, 27th of July. So for the booth exhibitors nominated by your team leader, you guys will be in charge of setting up the booth, uploading the materials, and adjusting for the admin settings. So for the teams who have not nominated any booth exhibitors, please do so by the end of today. Yeah. So you guys have around 17 hours until 11 a.m. on Wednesday to set up your team. And from 11 to 3 p.m. on next Wednesday, the judges will be coming around your booth to ask questions. But please take note that they may come anytime during this 4-hour period. So always make sure that there's someone at your booth to answer their questions, as well as to introduce them to your ideas. And the results will be released on the same day, and the top 3 teams ranked by the judges for underdog bracket will make it through finals as well. Benson, next slide, please. So without further ado, let's go on to the finalist briefing.
Actually, Suchi, maybe we should pause here for a little while. For the underdog bracket, maybe we should do a simple, break to check if there are any questions. Maybe you can go back to the underdog bracket slide. Yeah. Yeah. So maybe you can just give everyone 1 minute or so, really just digest this slide, especially for those who might be a bit discouraged. I would say don't be discouraged because you all did an equally good job, like what I once said. So at the same time, I believe that these will be a good opportunities for you all to really bounce back and enter finals. Yep. So I can take this question. Then feel free to chip in for Benson and Suchi. What are the settings available in the Underdog booth? There are quite a lot, honestly. And we do have some sponsors booth. They are already existing. Feel free to have a look after this session. You can include a video. You can include links to your slide decks. Or even external links that you feel like might be helpful for to deliver your ideas across and solution across. Yep. That's all I have to.
Nothing further to add. You may go online and search under AirMeet, setting up a booth FAQ, and actually it runs through a lot of the customizable aspects that you have within the booth itself. Yeah. So do take advantage of all the opportunities that the booth offers. It is quite a comprehensive experience. Yeah. So looking forward to seeing the team's booth on the day itself.
Okay, seems like we have no further questions for now, but it's all right. If you think of any questions along the way, please feel free to use the Q&A chat, the Q&A function. We will come back for any other Q&As at the end of this briefing. So let's move on to the finalist brief. For those who are going through the underdog bracket, please also take note of this, as you may still stand a chance to be our finalists. So for finals, we still have a pre-read as a deliverable, which has to be emailed to us by 30th July, 5 p.m., the same kind of deadline 1 day before. But this time around, please double check and make sure that you are naming your file as the correct format. So for this time around, please state a group number underscore, your team name underscore, and the disease track. Please take note that disease track is not the actual problem statement. So for example, it's mental health, not really MDD or dementia. This is just to help us to standardize our deliverables as well. And for the teams, please submit a PDF file instead of a PPT file. For those teams who submit late or didn't name your file correctly or submit a wrong file format, we will administer a penalty this time around. And for the presentation format is roughly the same as prelim, what you guys have been through today, but it's just a slight adjustment in terms of the timing. So for your live presentation, instead of 7 minutes, it will be extended to 10 minutes, and for your Q&A, it will be extended to 15 minutes. This is so that to give our judges a bit more time to really ask you guys the questions that they're curious of, and to guide you guys in terms of ideating as well. So this time around, instead of using the launch tables, we will conduct the finals as an AirMeet session, like what we are having right now. So the teams who are have to present will be invited on stage to present their ideas as well as answering the judges' questions. And because we are using this session instead of tables, we will need a dry run just to equip everyone on how the flow is going to be like and what to do when certain things happen. So the dry run is tentatively on the 29th of July, 9 to 9:30 p.m., but this may be subjected to changes. So we will make a further, more confirmed announcement further down the line. Yeah, so for the finals rubrics, I guess a lot of you are quite curious because we did receive some queries on whether you guys will be presenting on the same thing for finals. But the answer to that is actually no, because we scheduled finals and prelims to be 1 week apart. It's really to give you guys more time to dive deeper into your solutions, as well as to address some of the comments that you receive from our SCs today. And also we have a additional section, which is a bonus part for our finals that requires you guys, not really requires, but is consists of a prototype judgment section. So if you guys want the bonus marks, please feel free to dive into your ideas and develop a prototype. At the same time, if you choose not to, but to focus more on your ideation, is totally fine as well. You will not be penalized on it. And for the judging rubrics themselves, they will be less prescriptive and give the judges more freedom to evaluate your solutions holistically. And for the more details of the judging rubrics, we will also send out a document sometime a few days later, so that you guys can have the clarity as well. Next slide, please. So just to run through the schedule on the final day, which is exactly 1 week from now, we will open at 9:30 a.m., same as today, with the opening address. And from 10 onwards, we will proceed with the AM section of the pitching. And this time around, we will have a lunch break from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m., followed by the evening pitch from 1:30 to 5 o'clock. So this time around, we actually encourage everyone to stay for both the finalist teams as well as those who unfortunately do not make it to finals because of the audience choice award. And after that, the judges will come together to deliberate and go through their scorings from 5 to 5:30, and we will have a closing address at 5:30. This closing address is actually delivered by Mr. Alvin Tan, our Minister of State, so please stay tuned for that. And after that, we'll have a press presentation until 6 o'clock, followed by 1 hour of networking session at the ME Lounge, where you're free to network with our SCs, our mentors, or any of our partners as well. So yeah, that comes to the end of our briefing. Please feel free to use the Q&A function to send in any queries or questions that you may have.
Yeah, I just want to say, give you a big pat on your back because I know it's been a long day, long week. I mean, long month, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah, so once again, congratulations to all of our finalists and to all of our non-finalists. Don't worry, there's still the Underdog bracket, so please put your efforts towards that right now. And we look forward to seeing all of you in due time. Yeah. Oh, you seem to have a question. Do we still need to present a video for Underdog pitching? Yeah, so at least as we mentioned, multiple times already, we are leaving the construction of the Underdog booth entirely up to the discretion of the teams. So if you feel necessary that, or if you feel that a video would be necessary or even helpful to your team in terms of presenting your ideations, then by all means, please feel free to go for it. But if you feel that perhaps stationing people in the booth would be more helpful in that regard, then yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I think I can chip in a little. So I think for the Underdog bracket, right, really think of it as less of like a school assignment or something less prescriptive in a sense. Think of it from like a business conference standpoint. We are giving you a booth for you to do whatever you want with it. How can you present your idea in such a way that you can get investors to really buy in for your ideas, or even possibly investing in it, so you can bring it forward to the next stage. So think from that perspective, it might help you in deciding on what to put in the booth. Yeah. And I think we have another question. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a question on the judges for Underdog. Just to reiterate that we won't be releasing this information. Yep. So similar to a business conference, you don't know who's the investor. Yeah. I understand that some teams might be frustrated by this. We hope that this introduces an element of fun into the whole exercise. Yeah. Oh, and to clarify for some of our mentors that are in the chat right now, finals will actually be done through sessions. So you will be able to tune in and see other teams pitching as well. So yeah, this goes for all of our participants as well.
Yeah. Any final questions, burning questions you want to ask? I think this is the best platform to ask instead of messaging us on the site. No need to be kiasu or anything. Yeah. If you have the question, pretty sure other teams will have the same questions as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think for all of our teams, or rather for all of our participants in the chat, thank you for coming down today. Thank you for joining us on a Saturday as well. And I mean, I hope that the whole experience has been a great takeaway for you in this regard. If there are no further questions from your end, you may feel free to leave first as well. There's no need to stay until the end. Yeah, and the three of us will be continuing to stay in this session until about 5:30. So if you have any other questions, you can feel free to send it as well. Yeah, and the session is recorded, so don't worry if someone asks a question and you already left the group. Yeah.
Yeah, good job everyone, and have a good day of rest after this. Benson, we have a question.
I would say a picture or a video is appropriate. Yeah, or a Figma link even. Yeah, if it's a wireframe. Yeah.
Yeah, up to you guys to decide which is the best form of presentation for your prototype that really showcase the essence of it. So yeah, you're free to use any format.
Yep. Give me a second. Hi, Bumpin. I hope that addresses your question as well. We'll just hang out on this slide a bit longer, lah. Yeah. So Min, thanks for your question. We would highly advise that you continue to develop your ideation moving into finals. I'm frankly surprised that teams would be asking this question. Please highly advise that you do not present the same material for finals. This is my answer to the question. Yeah. So we have another question. Yeah, so finalists don't have to take part in the Underdog, Anora, just to answer your concern. Yeah, and congratulations as well. Yeah, but if you would like that experience, to get in touch with us. Okay, it seems like the questions are dwindling down. If this is the case, we would like to return the time to everyone, and wish you all a happy weekend ahead. Yeah. So if there are any further questions, be it from participants or be from mentors, please do feel free to get in touch with us through email or Telegram, and we'll try our best to assist you. So looking forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday for Underdog, as well as on Monday night for our first panel. Yes, please do come for our discussion panel on AI and ethics in healthcare, which is happening on Monday night, and as well as for our fireside, which is happening on Tuesday from 11 to 12 p.m. Right, Suti? Yeah. Okay, fantastic. So thanks for joining us, everyone. Wishing everyone a great weekend ahead. Bye-bye.